$2.4 million in 30 days. That's a pretty insane number, especially from just one channel alone. And in today's video, we're going to break down this exact product and brand that is achieving results like this. We're going to break down exactly how they're doing it, how you could do the same, or at least something close to that or relatively close. And I'm also going to mention the effect that the overall channel of TikTok Shop is having on e-commerce, and with some proof. So let's get right into it and let's do this. What you see here on my screen is another screen. This is what you call inception of screens. Arzopa is a brand that sells portable monitors. They have all different kinds of monitors, but they're specifically catered towards portability. And this is a really cool niche. So, obviously, if you're thinking of business ideas, my channel is extremely valuable for that. And this is one of those ideas that I think is really awesome. Now, what you see here is a very simple Shopify store, nothing out of the ordinary. It's quite simple, and the reason why it's so simple is because simple works. And as we see here from their traffic distribution, they have been popping off. In October, they nearly, 4x'd their traffic, which is significant. Especially at this average order value, we can estimate easily that they've done close to, or if not more than $1 million in that month on Shopify alone. But then what's really interesting is that on TikTok Shop, they did almost double that, actually more than double that. They did 2.47 million through this product. So they've sold over 30,000 of this $127 product. So this intrigued me greatly because a lot of people are concerned when it comes to TikTok Shop of whether or not products that are a little bit more expensive, like over $100, are going to sell. And this is, of course, proof that they do. And it kind of tells us a lot about the overall demographic on TikTok and how much it's growing and how much, the bell curve of who's majorly active on TikTok is expanding. So if you think about it, TikTok now has over 1 billion users. Now, of course, a lot of those people are not just going to be, little teeny boppers dancing around, right? It's going to be a wide variety of people. So what that should tell you is that there's never the perfect opportunity to hop on a trend. Right now is as best as it's going to get. You should definitely get on here if you are a business. And I do want to address mostly businesses out here because one of my businesses is a Chemi agency. And what we do is we help businesses scale up significantly. So we're helping some 6, 7, 8, and even 9-figure brands right now scale up their TikTok shops. So if you are a business in that range, make sure that you reach out to us. You can do so at achemilab.com. But as you see here, the trend behind laptop monitors itself is actually quite steady. It's super steady and it's rising. So, we can see that in 2020, this got really big because of COVID. But I think COVID really just accelerated a lot of the trends that were going to happen in the future. It kind of brought them a little bit closer to the present. And I estimate that this is going to continue to grow more and more in sort of a step ladder fashion. Personally, I love these kinds of niches because they're very steady. It's not like something that's just going to end, right? People definitely want more monitors around them so that they can multitask. And, if people only have a desktop with something like this, they're able to treat it more like, not a laptop, a desktop. Sorry, I think I got those words mixed up. This is actually how my operation works. I have a big monitor here, but I don't actually have like a tower and desktop. I actually only have a laptop, and I just connect it to my laptop, and it's really convenient. Now, what is the way that they're getting sales? Well, it's largely through creators, of course, but I can't really confirm this right now, but I'm guessing a big portion of it as well is ads. So as you see here, let me turn off the volume because I don't want to get copyright claimed. But as you see, this is an ad right here. My viral portable monitor is half off, and I will never stop telling everyone I know to get this because it has changed the work from home anywhere game. most of their sales now are coming from ads. I mean, if we add up all the sales, it's mostly from organic creators, but these are probably the ones that are giving them steady income in the last few weeks. And that's my favorite way of growing, is combining the creator wave, organic wave with paid media. I think I've said this before, but a great way to think of paid ads is amplification tools. So you want to find what works for free through creators, through posting your own content, and then amplify it with paid ads. It's like putting fuel in a fire. So how could you start a business like this? Well, the best place to start is obviously by finding a sourcing agent, some sort of person that can source a product like this for you. Now, you could start with few units and fulfill them yourself, or you could figure out a fulfillment method like a sourcing agent in China that has a US warehouse address. That's what you need. And you'll have to contact a lot of different people on Alibaba. Alibaba is a great place to connect with suppliers. So, there's chat now buttons everywhere, and you can ask them these questions. You can ask them if they have a US warehouse address that they can ship to, so that you can fulfill your orders from the US on TikTok Shop, because you do need to do that for TikTok Shop. You can drop ship and, just have them sent directly to a US address and get the shipping label right away. Some sourcing agents can do that, but I believe that's not going to be the most sustainable way long term. The best way to do it is just to order bits of inventory to a US warehouse. You don't have to get crazy with it. I mean, with a product like this, it is kind of expensive. So this is a more risky idea, I would say. But sometimes you got to risk it for the biscuit, So something like this could be cool. Electronics can be a little bit daunting for people, but they are one of the best niches in the world. People just love their electronics, and they have a high perceived value. So this is pretty similar to the one that we're seeing. It's actually almost identical. And, you could get it for $63, and the minimum order quantity is one piece. One Piece. Shout out to all the One Piece fans out there. But on TikTok Shop, it's being sold for $127. So these guys are only running a slim margin here. They're making, probably with shipping and everything included, maybe like $30 per order. But, that's almost $1 million, right? When you calculate the profit on all of these sales. So don't think that you always need a huge margin. I think that was a big thing in the dropshipping community, only because my silly camera died. But I was gonna say that huge 3x margins on your product, that's only to account for paid advertising. But through TikTok Shop, the paid advertising is not necessarily as important as getting creators to post about your product. It is important though. I'm not trying to minimize the effect that paid ads can have on a TikTok Shop, but you can run a little bit slimmer margins through TikTok because of the viral nature of it. But all right, my camera keeps dying on me for some reason, so I gotta wrap this up. That's about it for this video. I hope you enjoyed it. If you have any questions about anything, leave them in the comments. Leave anything in the comments. I don't care. I'll reply to it, or I'll try to, even if you just want to say hi. So that's about it. See you in the next one. Peace.